Wolf by Sammy Sweeting. Leon was hurrying to school on Monday, when just as he turned the corner at the bottom of the street, he walked straight into a wolf. "Hello, Leon," the wolf said. "Going to school? You don't mind if I come along, do you?" Not at all," said Leon, and he took the wolf to school with him. Mrs. Cheese was in a bad mood that morning because her car had broken down. "Where have you been, boy?" she shouted. "How dare you be late? You can stay in at playtime to make up for it." And she stomped over to the blackboard. "She's Mrs. Cheese. She's horrid," explained Leon to the wolf, and he stuck his tongue out at the teacher's back. The wolf smiled, a funny sort of smile. As quick as a flash, he jumped on Mrs. Cheese and ate her all up. "Gosh," said Leon. The headmistress sent Leon's class home for the day, so Leon went home and the wolf went too. On the way back, they had to cross the field. Halfway across, Leon stopped. Standing in front of him was Briggsy. He was the biggest bully in the whole school. "Hello, Squirt," said Briggsy in a nasty voice. "Got any sweeties today?" Briggsy's friends stood either side of Leon. They were big and mean too. The wolf stepped in between them. "Who are they?" asked the wolf. "That's Briggsy and his gang," said Leon in a squeaky voice. "He's a bully and he's horrid." The wolf smiled a funny sort of smile. He picked up the three boys and began to juggle with them. They squealed and screamed and shouted and shrieked. Then the wolf opened his jaws wide and let Briggsy drop down his throat. "Yum, yum," he said, licking his lips. The other two boys fell to the ground with a bump and ran away faster than they'd ever ran before. "Gosh," said Leon, and he and the wolf carried on walking home. Just as they turned into his street, there was a flurry of feet and teeth as Grizzler spotted Leon and lunged at him. Grizzler was Mrs. Poodle's dog. He was overfed and bad-tempered, just like Mrs. Poodle. He slobbered a lot and always chased Leon on his paper round. Leon shrieked and clambered up the nearest tree. "Help me!" he yelled. "I hate that dog! He's horrid!" The wolf smiled a funny sort of smile. "Gosh," said Leon, "I must tell Mum and Dad about you." His mother was sitting in front of the telly watching her favourite programme. "Guess what happened today, Mum?" said Leon excitedly. His mother waved him away. "No, now, Leon, I'm watching telly." "But," he protested. "Shush," said his mother, and carried on watching. Leon was cross. "You're horrid," he said, and went through to the kitchen where his dad was. The wolf smiled a funny sort of smile. "Dad," he said, "I met a wolf today, and he eats people up if I say they're horrid." His father's voice sounded muffled because he was under the sink trying to mend it. "Don't be stupid, Leon," he sighed. "Pass me the spanner." "But it's true," Leon shouted. "Look." But his father just carried on mending. "You're horrid," said Leon. The wolf smiled a funny sort of smile. The wolf bent down and began to suck very hard until, plop, he sucked Leon's father right into his mouth. He picked the spanner out from between his teeth and patted his tummy. Leon sat on a stool. "Oh no, what have I done?" he cried. "I've been so hot." But then Leon stopped himself just in time. Instead, he turned to the wolf and yelled, "No, you're horrid!" The wolf smiled, a worried sort of smile. Suddenly, he fizzled and crackled and snizzled and snackled, and with a loud pop, he disappeared. And there, lying in a heap on the floor, were Mrs. Cheese, Briggsy, Grizzler, and Leon's mum and dad. "Gosh," said Leon. The end.